Hey there everybody, Phil here for AndroidCentral.com with the brand new Verizon LG G2. So let's take a look at the box first. It's colorful. Somebody went to town on that, huh? Let's take a look and see what's inside of it. So really nothing here we wouldn't expect, right? We'll get to the phone itself in a second. Let's look in the box. So it's got a little bit of plastic on it. You see I got a couple sheets there. There's one on the front, one on the back. There's a lot more plastic on the AT&T version and on the European version that I've got. So inside you've got a charger and you've got your USB cable, and that's it. Now I point that out because back at the initial launch and announcement of this thing, they mentioned some cool earbuds to take advantage of the really good sound on the G2. You don't get them on the US version, so I just want to make sure everybody knows that. You don't get those. I'm teasing you with, sorry. So here's the phone itself. We'll zoom in a little closer so you can see it. And, you know, tooling through the home screens, again, 5.2-inch IPS display at 1080 by 1920. It looks really nice. It's really fast with that Snapdragon 800. They've loaded up the home screens a little bit. Oh my gosh, look at that Amazon widget. That's actually not new to Verizon. They've got this content deal with Amazon, so you end up with giant Amazon widgets from time to time. Verizon has changed up the notification bar just a little bit. It's definitely more busy on the European version and also on the AT&T version. So it looks like they've gotten rid of one of the lines there, which is good. There's a little more room to actually see notifications, so that's good. Yeah, so again, quick settings all there. We're kind of used to that at this point. Let's go look at the apps and see what Verizon has on here. Now, there's a lot of Verizon apps and there are a lot of LG apps, so it's kind of tough to tell which is which. Just roll with it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff already on this phone. There's Caller ID. There's, oh look, NFL Mobile. So that's a Verizon thing, so I guess that's good that's on there. Slacker for radio if you want it. And there are your Verizon apps there. So nothing you wouldn't expect to see on a carrier-branded phone. Now, the menu, actually, quite a bit has changed here. Verizon has decided to go with kind of your standard menu layout. Now, here is the European one. And, ooh, I'm going to show you my super secret review unit passcode there, guys. So, ooh. And, but you see here, on the default, you know, the stock way that LG does it, they've done things up in tabs, right? Samsung does that now as well. But Verizon has gone back to just your kind of standard list, so that's interesting that they had LG change it. So as long as we're here, let's take a look at the About Phone and see exactly what we're dealing with the software. Android 4.2.2, so that's that. We'll go up and take a look at the storage because that's also kind of been a sore spot in phones these days. And obviously this is a 32 gigabyte version. We've got about 23 gigabytes left over to actually use. Really is interesting that Verizon had them change up that menu, so didn't expect that. Physically, more or less like the stock version of the G2. So again, this is the European version. You see up top, it's the same, except for that logo, which really looks squeezed in. I get that they want their logos on stuff. It just really looks forced. The sides of the phone, almost exactly the same. I can't tell any real differences just glancing at them. Same thing up top. And tell you what, we'll go back to the other side here as well. And yeah, I mean, pretty much normal. Now, down at the bottom, things have changed. The one with the sticker here and the different speaker ports, right? That is Verizon's, and it looks like the second speaker hole is actually the microphone. So interesting how they camouflaged it. And you still have the headphone jack down there as well. So out back is where things are really different. So again, we'll zoom in here so you get a better look at it. And you see Verizon has had a different scheme for the volume buttons and the power button. So it's fat on the European version and also on the AT&T version. And Verizon has gone with a skinny tie. I actually kind of think I like the way the skinny one looks. It definitely feels different, so it's going to take a little getting used to. Functionality, exactly the same. Turns the phone on or controls the volume. Or if you hold down one of them, you get different functionality. So holding volume down for 3 seconds launches the camera, so that's cool. So, for all intents and purposes, about the same phone. There you go, guys. A very quick look at the brand new LG G2 on Verizon Wireless. See you later.